Had to double check a couple of things. That specimen came from the moon, level 83. What? What? We going to the moon at level 83? Like, early in the story? That would be neat. I mean, based on the patch notes, I can kind of believe it. The moon as a zone you can go to is, like, early in the patch notes. I'm researching the Far East, Tinkonto. Here's a bit of trivia for you. It's made of timber. Is that not absolutely fascinating? My, what a mysterious and exotic land such a place must be. The study of teleportation requires a firm grasp of the fundamentals of ether. So we get a point to study the papers of those who have come before me. I'm currently studying a treatise written by Ejika Sunjika, truly a luminary of his field. I can't go down! Alright, kite, good sir, madam. Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl, the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnir, and understanding that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects! Welcome, welcome! Oh god, I don't like the sound of that. Test subjects? Yeah, test subjects. Oh, you're a nerd? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out where you'll, while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the life stream. An inconvenient but inconvertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? I mean, Y'shtola's done it. Y'shtola's also gotten herself stuck in the live stream, so I mean, she doesn't exactly have a perfect track record. A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move more freely. We've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, therefore facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happened that of our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here in Sharlayan and the other in Yedlamad. Yedlamad, yeah. A port town in Thavnir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzat Han, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So, to sum it up, we're to test these aetherytes. Fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like you, good sir, your good self. The magic imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. Far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream. In the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. Yeah, right? Yeah. But it's plain that you're not most people. Mr. Skryl truly knows how to pick 'em. Oh, we're doomed. If I might change the subject. Are Master Wilfson and Mistress Bloida not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please, see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. I love being a test subject. Given my expertise with teleportation, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have reservations. But I will trust in Kryl. Given my experience with teleportations. Through words unsaid, yet weigh heavy on my heart, I shall devote mine all to our task in Thavnir. I shall teleport the tried and trusted way. Good luck. Yeah, I don't blame him. If he doesn't have to be part of this, I wouldn't.
Right, we're all set.
Here it comes.
Just the four of you, was it?
I like how she has Aetheryte earrings.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Let's not get stuck in the live stream, please. We don't have an Ascian to pull us out.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing.
No last thing!
You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
No, 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 no! You bitch. Damn, that's one hell of a teleportation job right there.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time.
Oh, good.
Now across this
My insides are
vibrant
still on the
isle
inside.
creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
Oh, I think this is the music that plays in the Reaper's base. We are all... Oh, no. We are so worse for the wear.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's right. Gird your loins. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinian in time? Oh, gods. Well, welcome to Rods at Han. No stopping our champion. Now quickly, find Estinian before he... All this here needs to be brought straight to the piers, understood? Could we not expand the markets? Open a few new shops? Ordinarily, our silk sells out by sundown. The way things are right now, my unsold stock is beginning to pile up. Won't someone think of our poor weavers? Or of me, for that matter? That's one heck of a barding, isn't it? Oh, gods! Oh, no. There's no status effect for it, but I'm hit. Oh, gods. Now, there it is. There it is. Severe nauseous, reducing movement. Oh, no. Where is he? Okay, I gotta attune to this thing. Jeebus. Oh, this is going to be annoying. You there! Empty your satchel right now. Dude's getting like mugged. Oh. Ah. Urianger! Where are you? Not Urianger. Stinian! See? Ether sickness. I can't tell who's who anymore. God, would you imagine Estinian speaking in non-prose? There he is. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with ether sickness. By the Monsieur. A traveler. By the Manusia, yeah. I mean, greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amra is... oh well. Amra Lassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnia, I am pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. Holy shit! For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. 20k gil? Don't do it. The price is high road robbery. And you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out will be accompanied by your last meal. Oh, yeah, you must stand before Estinian, using gestures. Deny. You vehemently disagree. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie? This merchant is swindling me. Ah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. There's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. Wow. 10 times the price he tried to mark up. Humph. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. Yeah, if I can get back there. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Am I gonna ether sickness my way all the way back? Yep, I am. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Oh God. Oh, let's go. We can make it. All right, cool. A teensy, weensy touch, she says. Not even my hardest night's drinking comes close. Made with only the finest, freshest ingredients, this Amra-flavored lassi is boasted to settle unruly stomachs. Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Estinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time. Excellent. You've spared us Tartaru's wrath. Yeah, no shit. Sweet release. You've had it already. You should have yours too. Right. I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair? Ah, he tied it up. I have bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against the heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnarian weave, though not easily unraveled. Or tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 9,400. Oh my god, he really is bad with coin. What is... Oh, Tataru's gonna kill us. I mean, we already knew that, but I mean, now more than ever. Tataru's gonna kill us. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high. Doesn't it seem excessive here? Are all Hunnish merchants so unscrupulous? I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. Yeah, this is kind of bad. This is like really bad. Like 10 times and shit. Oh my goodness. I am inclined to agree with thine assessments. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Rods at Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodra, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hunnish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint twixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Rods at Han, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governments and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that the merchants at the gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputations of the nation at large. Just so. That opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or perhaps that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whether the truth be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical. We've not to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here, and in Yedlamad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Be thou assured that I am quite recovered. Lassie is truly a boon for unruly stomachs. Is it truly so amusing to see my hair bound? 'Tis how I used to wear it, a functional fashion. Perhaps you're confused with how you found me following Nidhogg's demise. It had fallen loose after the Charugans removed me from my armor and put me to bed. I simply decided to leave it that way for a time, seeing as how I would not don the Azure Dragoon's helm again. And that is a hand gear. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Malik, the pier is yours. Once we've learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Welcome, traveller. That's right, we're open for business again. Can't sit wallowing when there's sales to be made. Am I right? Got any bicolored gemstones you're willing to part with? You have now access to the region's gemstones exchange. Alright. Successfully completing fates will allow the safe delivery of goods in the region, just like before. So at this point we've got Hamasa Tenderloins, Amra, Gaja Hide, and Cabria Skin. So cool. Good way to get skins and stuff like that. Each one 2 stones, and I'm at cap. Cool. I'm probably going to buy a few. The trade routes closed off. The merchants are being forced to just sit on their stock. I'm buying what I can off of their perishables, but the coin purses are not the only ones to have suffered. Alright. Let's see what the Junkmonger actually has. Level 80 weapons at 515. Looks like the same for Battlecraft, tools, Fieldcraft. Okay. What kind of items? Dark metal or Garshal greens and okay. Cool. Well, now that I'm here, I can do fates, try to open up the bicolor stuff. I guess I have to do one before I can see it. All right. Let's just sell these low level items. It's a 390 ring. What have I got? That's level 71, 390 ring. I bought decent rings. Yeah, I bought 400 rings. Alright, I will be back in just a moment. Oh, alright, 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 alright. That was a delay. Alright, trying to see how much further I can go here. I'm in a spot where I can actually start farming. I can start doing fates for the items that they drop. And I can start doing regular gathering as well. So let's say... let's just get like 10 of each. There. I should have gotten two of each of the high. Well, I'll go ahead and do that. There. 4 left. A bit more hide will always works. All right, so I've used 100 of the coin of those, so that's good. Was I away long enough that my retainer might have returned? Okay, there's no bells here for me to know. So I guess timers. It's the masked carnival. 10 minutes. Okay. All right, let's continue this, shall we? Let's go on. Let's get this shot on Zarad. On Zarad. We are searching for information. Ah. Crate of fruit. Crate has been laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they've been left too long. Yeah, this place's market has stagnated. God, this place is colorful. I take it by your appearance you don't hail from these shores. How fascinating. What do you require of me? Tell me about yourself. Me? My husband and I make our living by selling what goods we can. We meet on a ship crossing to Lim Salaminsa when we were but fledgling merchants, and we've been inseparable ever since. We mainly deal in spices and fruits that can't be found anywhere else. This island tells a story through its cuisine, and we aim to share it with the world. Why don't you try some yourself? Go on. The journey will be worth it. What is this place? This is Yedlamad, gateway to the Thavanian Sea. In the old tongue of the peoples of the continent, the name means new port. The waters here are shallow, so only small boats can make it to the docks. However, that means the port is well protected from harsh winds and violent waves. Larger ships, more laden with goods, tend to moor at Alnair. Ever since the tower appeared on Narunair, we have seen fewer and fewer merchants make their way here. Trade has come to a halt, and our wares sit rotting under the sun. Someone else is like, oh sweet Jesus, this place is colorful. Alright, I'm gonna take that out of the general announcements. Go ahead and take the NPC dialogue out. Well, you can go for a swim, it looks like. Gazing out on the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Wow. Yeah, look at that. This is the place with the painted mountains. So that's cool. Not many visit here from the shores anymore. Even Alnair has seen few merchant ships in its docks, and has felt the loss of coin they bring most keenly. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat. Like Kalzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kalzal a visit. He'd be glad tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the harbor guild building across the water from here. There is more to find here that I haven't seen yet. This person. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narunar. It just stood there and loomed ominously. Perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no. It had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives, thank the radiant host. But business is as good as dead. What would become of us? Only the gods know. And what do you expect me to do? Alright, here's Kalzal. The Dalmascans aren't coming? We already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed. That's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Gah, but this would be an enormous loss. All right, forget about the Damascans. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, All the Prinal Hanish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know these things, Kalzal, I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Oh, please tell me you're a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Matsya, and I am here to see Kazal. Oh, it seems he is busy. I will come back later, then. Yes, can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back at the guild. You wanted to speak with Kazal too, did you? I am Matsya, a fisherman of Akyari, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kazal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. Problem is, I'm terrible with people, and only deal with Kazal. And I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead, and show me how it's done? Oh, here we go. The experience. I'm noticing, like, there's a lot of story before they give you XP. Like, I'm sure that the story is going to give me a ton to level up with, but there must be a lot of quests, and there's a lot of stuff happening in each quest. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Interesting. Okay. You'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in the Yelimod. I will observe you and learn. Natsuya is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed. Okay. Another one of these. Alright. I think it's neat that they actually just follow you now, rather than just like teleport to where they need to be. Yes. Fish, fish. I got fish here. Fresh fish, straight from the sea's bosom to your mouth. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? One's just hawking the fish. I feel like the other one could just, like, could lead to it. I don't think them hawking is going to do it. Let's go smooth this way. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? greetings to you. I suppose I'm well enough, given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone's grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain there for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, continue with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. It's too risky out here. Maybe you ought to move to the city too. There's no place like home. But don't do anything dangerous, eh? I don't know where this is gonna go. I have no idea where this is going. There's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? No, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and more monsters emerging from it. I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives, to the days when you could earn as much as you gave, and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Those days will come again before you know it. Till then, stay safe. I've got to eventually get to it, right? But, like, it feels like it would just be, like, sudden, right? Let's go for it. Let's go for the kill. Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well. Give me some of your fish. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is Shallow's cod, delectable stewed in coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Ah, he's way over there. Come! He just walks over the water. Alright, so it's not perfect, but I still find it neat that they follow you. Here we go. What hawker are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. Amra shmarma. My fresh fish is the only thing you need. What do you need so many amra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot. But of late, I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade. But with no vessel coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing coming in from overseas. But not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking for the next shipment is arriving for, and this and that, and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel, or are you sure you're actually hungry? That's kind of sympathetic, but... I mean, this kind of feels like that might be it, like, because that's that, like, it sounds like a sign of depression. But we're trying to hawk fish. So, maybe I just go with I know how you feel, and we lead into, well, hey, have you tried this? But I mean, we could probably work that in with the are you sure you're actually hungry anyway. Because nutrients. Nutrients. You're not hungry, but you're not getting the nutrients you need. You need fresh fish. Are you sure you're actually hungry? You know, When I think on it, I'm not so sure. Rather than hungry, perhaps I've been feeling unfulfilled, and I tried to fill the void by gorging on food I like. Do you like fish? Fish? I do like fish, as a matter of fact. Why do you ask? Oh, so you're a fishmonger. Apologies for the misunderstanding. Seeing as though you're here, do you happen to have a kai sardine? They're perfect in spicy soup. We certainly do, madam. And if you like it spicy, I also recommend them pickled in oil with a generous amount of chilies. Oh, that does sound wonderful, like a wonderful challenge. I didn't have fish in mind at first, but I dare say I'll enjoy these. Thank you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Who's the fishmonger? That's me. Who's the fishmonger? It's me. Who's the fishmonger? That's Malik! He's the Azure Fishmonger! Boy, I got all the fish you'll ever need. Like a salmon in the blue. Tis a storehouse like any other, at first glance. Yet in contrast to its scale, there is a distinct lack of activity. Yes, Cat. Hello, Cat. Hi, Cat. How you doing, Cat? Hello, Cat. Yes, Cat. Hi, Cat. How you doing, Cat? Oh, you're getting hungry. Alright. I'm gonna have to feed you. Yeah, yes, you keep pumping my arm. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh God, my stomach. Oh. Well, this guy could eat ether sickness. No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Some fresh fish will settle your stomach. And by now that no. He's saying he just ate too much. He won't bite on that. You should take it easy, eat more slowly, and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. So I'm working as hard as I can, while I still can, the better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? We're stockpiling supplies. For that, I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, and what have you. How about some fish for supplies? They're fresh caught. Arguably, do we have anything suitable? Well, if it's going to be either way, let's just say they're fresh. Aye, well, fish wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I'd rather buy stuff that's ready to store. So I'm afraid I'll have to pass on your fish. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be getting back to work. Oh, maybe I should have asked. Ah, damn. Damn, I missed out on that one. Too bad we couldn't make a sale, but we did manage to build something of a relationship. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was truly an eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Hey, I got two and kind of worked on one. I can't fly. Why can't I fly? Wait. 206 northeast. Bingo! Oh, you know what? They said they reduced how many ether currents you need to get. Wow. It looks like they really did. Like, there's no exploration ether currents in Aziz's Law. I don't think, maybe there weren't before, but it feels like there were a lot more exploration ether currents than there were quests. And they really cut that down. So it looks like there's only 4 exploration currents per zone now, and the rest are quests. I don't know how I feel about that. Only 4 in each zone, so I'm guessing Shadowbringer, or sorry, Endwalker is going to be the same. Only 4 per zone. Interesting. Like, 4 is not a lot, especially in a large zone. I'm used to there being, like, way more. Having to go through the effort to find them. I mean, I get it, the quest ones were always the big ones that you needed, but for there to only be 4 feels a little... 56 to the north. Oh my god, it's right across the dam. Whoops, apparently I went too deep in the water. That's going to be a hard one to get to. There's like this mountain here and I have to go around. Alright, we'll do that one later. Oh, you're back. Shall we continue where we left off, then? Oh, right. I lost him. That's what happened. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell 2 of the 3 people you approached. Adventurers do indeed have great conversation skills. Watching you at work was very enlightening. By applying the lessons I have learned. Hope to one day peddle as well as you. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kazel soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Marzia? Kazel, have you finished business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore. I am sorry, Marzia. I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I cannot. I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending upon me, and I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Kazel. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage. Somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, Please, take care on the road. Oof. I kind of want to look at to see what the rewards are on these items. I think it's just going to be experience and gil. I don't know if these quests give gear coffers. Apparently they do. So if I want to get a set of gear, I have to do these quests. Okay. Alright, well, I want to get to... I will have to do them. I'm not going to shy away from them. But I want to get to a specific point. I don't know how long it's going to be to get to a dungeon. Yeah, these are all miscellaneous stuff. They're going to be great for my for my alt classes. Whatever I get here is not going to be high enough item level for my current character. Well, that's not entirely true. The characters that I'm going to focus primarily on, the stuff that I've already built gear up for. I have a lot of characters with fairly pathetic gear that could use it. There you are. Gotten over the aether sickness, have you? Mayhap, owing to the island's small size, the tower's impact upon the people's lives doth appear more pronounced here than in Eorzea. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust? I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected, discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are mostly certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. As before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telepharoi. That Matsuya fellow you were helping. He's Oxodia, is he not? Apparently, it is almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? So it's beast tribes. Of course it's beast tribes. They're the ones most likely to have a strong attachment to some kind of primal entity. If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it does stand to reason that Arkasodra would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth this land, and many art devout ardent still. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, if I recall. Same direction as Kryle's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Boo Yaka. Oh, what's this? Stepchild. Step, like is Azim Step, right? S-T-E-P-P-E. But wait, this one's blue. So there's a blue down here. The ones that are not blue are the ones that can offer items. But there is a blue. What is this? Ogle. Okay, so you're an aura out of place from the step. Oh, an ether current. Why are there Matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen? Ah! Your face, it is known to me. You were the warrior who fought for the Mole and the Nadam. I am Ogul, of the Catalan. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Yet now I have foolishly blundered into a den of Matanga. Why did these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? These Matonga are not like those on the Azum Steppe. The Erkasodra are a civilized tribe. Do not doubt your words, but grandmother would always warn me if you encountered a Matonga. You turn tail and flee as fast and far as you can. Her tails were awful and bloody, and so now the very sight of them, the terror rises unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I beg of you, stay at my side for a time, just until I meet with this, Kankana person the sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays a fair wage. I will see what she has for me. So this is going to be another one of those, someone's following me for their quest. Okay. Or not? Okay. So this one's different. She doesn't follow. She goes to where she needs to go. Okay. Oh, she's probably in here. And it's one of them, and she is deathly afraid. Why is that young lady trembling so? By the Dusk Mother, no one told me Kanchana was a Matonga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? Hello. Welcome to Yerlimad, traveler. I am Kanchana. It is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name? Malik. And Ogul, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a Matonga? Is your companion quite all right? Ah, an understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation for our people. You are looking for work, though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can get since the troubles began, so I am afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? Fighting? I can fight, lest you doubt my skill, is likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chakaza herself. I'm not familiar with the name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty, then? A group of artisans set off to harvest materials, and ask that I send any prospective protectors their way, should I happen to enlist any. What? They already set off? Is our duty not to escort them? There's to be a ritual dance performed in Kadya's footsteps. They'll need incense and costumes for the dances and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. And, these artisans you speak of, do they also include Matonga in their number? It was an Akosodra who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy. I can't do this alone. Pray let me the strength of the victor of the Nadam. Half the reward of this task will be yours. The artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yildamad to the west, and you should soon come across your employer. Then that's where we shall meet. You will find me there, yes? Poor girl. Well, that was quick. And then there's this. Hello, big guy. The level 80 Gaja. Look at these things. Big. He wants a piece. Ooh, interesting battle music. So the problem is if I go down for that, I'm not going to have an easy way back up. So I'm not going to do that right yet. Dusk Mother, give me courage. Ah, you must be our belated escort, yes? God has such courageous... Is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky. Of course. I should have thought of it before. She'll harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisan stays here. That way I have no need to fear him, or being harmed. Perfect. I must say, this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds, and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend perhaps frightened by Akasodra? I have met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you could patrol the areas as I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. He's run into the wilds alone. Please keep an eye out for her as you continue your patrol. People talking in the chat about I'm seeing it's like the guy with the fishmonger or whatever. It's like, why am I doing this? This is there's not a purpose to this. It's like, well, I mean, I kind of get it, right? We're in a new land. We're trying to get information, and the best way to get information, as usual, is to kind of warm yourself up to the local people to find out what's going on. All right. I'm not saying it's great, but whoops. Alright, right. My combo starts with 1 now. Right, I forgot I changed my Dragoon's buttons. I changed all my damn buttons. You must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Still, my injuries are light, and my satchel is full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town to time to meet the others. Oh, you bastard. Well, what happened? Did you slay the beast? That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second, knowing a Maganta stood at my back, my mind froze and my body refused to obey. Grandmother taught that we should let fear wash over us like water. But to my shame, I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, Malik, but why did you follow me? We were to patrol. Forgive me. I should have waited for orders instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safety. My buttons are completely different now. I have to remember that because I was hitting 2, trying to hit 2 for my default when it's 1 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breaths, let it wash over you. My colleague told me of his rescue, though he had hoped for an escort from the start. Imagine if you hadn't come at all. I sent him and the others back to our workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for your payment, that you can collect from Kanchana. Right, I suppose we report to Kanchana then. Ah, there you are. Your employer expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual is hastily planned, to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Thavnir rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue was timely indeed. Please accept your payment. Half each is agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? I have something for you if so. The Matanga along the way. Alright, so this is a side quest that leads into like a story. You're off to home walk the end walk. Well, have fun, Boogie Booj. Have fun. Okay, so this is gonna be like a, so this is kind of a story side quest. I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to see her little story get wrapped up here, but maybe not just yet. You do not see Matsu nearby. The elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. No! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help! Matsu's voice, and it came from the north. Tempered Imperial. Yeah, I'm so used to hitting 2 as my starter hitting my combo. Could I move everything over? The problem is if I did, then my 5-hit combo bleeds over in Control 6. Unless I keep the macro. I don't know, it was working. Urgh. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make all these changes so soon. Alright, so... let's take weekly. Let's just go back. So that was on 2, that was on 3, that was on 4. And then that was just 5, 6. Add that on Control 2. Could have that on 4. 5. Had that on 1. I mean, I have nothing on 1 now, but I think I know what I could put there. Alright, but then I need to take this combo over here. Holy crap, that thing's got a wide AoE. Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do and, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We heard that the Arxoda were being targeted. Surely, you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it. Me and the others. But fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. Like you can see the tower just in the background with that angle. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. Oh, the Tower of Zot. Nice. House of Divinities. In the old tongue it means. Oh, nice way to kind of bring it back. But they are not true divinities. They are monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is grievous indignity. and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities, and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us. Really? To think I had you peddling fish. See, the guy was like, oh, I'm peddling fish, and this is the exact answer to that. It's like, well, yeah, you were trying to get information, you're trying to help people, because you need to learn about it, right? We need to figure out what type of threat are we dealing with. But to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please, come to our village. We're good, God-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge, and fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akyari? Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So our fish hawking has borne fruit. So, 'tis the simulacra of Thavarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Harnish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed saving them would mean confronting their false gods, like as not. Aye, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Akyali. Okay, so that's for the west. So I am going to go get this. And my cat is going to be begging for food. So I'm going to have to take a step away again to feed yon cat. Verily, 'tis thy feline countenance which beggeth for the sustenance upon the meats and sinew of the seafaring creatures. Or something like that, I don't know. Oh, you're kidding. I can't jump down? Oh. Well, that's interesting. They prevent you from kind of falling down. I can't even target that tiger. So I don't even know what level everything down there is. I bet you 10 to 1 this is a divide. Over here is the level 80 shit. Over here is probably level 85, closer to 90 shit. Kind of like they do in Coluzia. 85. Look at that. 85. Alright, so I'm not going to be getting that anytime soon. That makes sense. Well, that's understandable why it is the way it is then. Let me get this Shiver and Shock. I really should do these fates so that I can unlock more. Looking at ether currents. Oh, okay. They only reduce the amount of ether currents in old zones. Current zones still have a crap ton. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. What about shared fates? I don't think it'll tell me until I've done a fate. Right. I'm going to go to this crystal and get it attuned. That piano. I'm looking forward to this. I want to do the Tower of Zot. I just recently went through Final Fantasy IV's Tower of Zot and beat the Mega Sisters there, so I look forward to seeing how they are interpreted here. Let's get some exploration experience, shall we? Aw, a swing. Oh, what's that out there? Mark you that platform out on the water. Some matter of shrine, perhaps. Yeah, I was just asking about that. When I'm out in the water, I can usually forget about my woes. But no chance of that with the giant eyesore looming near. I hope they tear the hideous thing down soon. A charming little village. Shame about the hideous tower. Welcome to our village, traveler. Is there anything I can help you with? Who are you and what does this say? I'm gonna go ahead and move on that. Welcome to Akiali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Konga, and old Resvidja. They're free at the moment as it happens. You wish to know about our gods? Which curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Mansyas, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Mirga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings we strive to be better people and live better lives. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Pick up your ears there and listen. In ancient times, the Mansya and the Marga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Mansya, the Mirga cast aside their own heads and took upon those of their foes. Likewise, the Mansya coveted the might of the Mirga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, Mancia have worn animal faces and the Murga the limbs of men. Ah, interesting. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While you were all talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go ahead and fetch it from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts three of our most revered deities. Oh, is it going to be the Magus sisters? By all means, we should like to see it. Heads of beasts, limbs of men. That's it. Heads of beasts, limbs of men. The Magus sisters. Wow. They are Mancia. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sindurva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her the highest. In her right is the middle sister, Sandurva, a goddess of wealth. She counts as many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindurva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by weavers. Although each worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. In like fashion to the Mancia, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temple in ruins, you would find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaj's head. He is venerated as the progenitor of the Arksova. Oh my goodness, I can never say these names. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It is said that an ancestor of the Satrap, that's the ruler of Radz-at-Han, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. The divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the Satrap. Legend holds that if ever the Satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally? You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us in our efforts to deal with the tower. It's very kind of you to say, thank you. I will pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we sought out our Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called The Great Work, further north along the coast. Did you say you were going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. Did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Go, 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 go. You are below the level for this fate. It's 81. I mean, it's fine. Oh, right. Yes, I like... Don't ever lose Life of the Dragon. So it's like I'm already got the eyes ready. Oh, sweet. Oh, 14? Not 12? Oh, you get more bicolor gemstones here? Nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mark. Mark, 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 mark. Yeah, I'm so used to this setup right now that my muscle memory is working perfectly right now. I've got the buttons memorized. Got it memorized? It's really a shame, because I feel like the other setup is a bit more, how do I put it? Organizationally, it makes more sense. Well, it looks like someone's already gathering over here. Alright, let's take a look at the fates. Let's see what it says. Here we go. So I need 6 to get level 2. Where's my quest taking me? Okay, yeah, up there. I'll just, you know what? I'm just gonna teleport. Doing fates in the area is not gonna be easy until I can get flying. I was here a moment ago, and this was not what I saw before. Wait, 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 wait. I came up here before, and there weren't a lot of people here, but there weren't bodies. Yeah, the music just stops, too. Oh my goodness. They've been slaughtered. They've been freaking slaughtered. Oh my goodness. Well, shit.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Like my spear?
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
God damn!
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
They just perked right up, didn't they?
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Ooh.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
You are you people.
Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is a day of celebration.
Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
Freely given. So they're not being harvested some other way.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Where did you just come from?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Well, I mean, he at least cleaned the armor.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
How do you...
I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
How do they... That's creepy. Alright, that... You can stop with the hands.
Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Oh no.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Forestinian. Riandra gives him a little prayer.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Yeah, it's probably good.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Oh, Estinian. My dude. My dude. Hey, Chocobo Keep. Awesome. Not that I ever use them, although these places are big enough, maybe I have to consider it. Oh, Mender. He's a Mender. I did not read his name. I cannot see that sinister-looking spire while I'm working. It's always there, lurking in the back of my mind. Picked an odd time to be traveling, didn't you? Well, if there's anything you need to know, ask away. I am one of the many alchemists who live and work here. I was once a botanist, found alchemy calling me every time I came to deliver ingredients. Though I at first struggled with even the most basic alchemical compounds, I have somehow managed to earn my place in the great work. There's always room to improve, both with science and the self, however. This is the great work, first built by the Dremir family, a line of renowned alchemists. Now people come from across the land to study the practice and science of alchemy in these halls. Each alchemical concoction has a storied history behind it. But we are not simply content to rest upon the laurels of our past. We are ever improving and inventing new formulas for the benefit of all. They say that horrible fiends have been seen flying out of the tower and preparing antidotes for the radiant host in the event that some of them might be venomous. It is said that selfish is ideal. It is said that selfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquainted some from Matsu. Come here. Thancred. There we go. Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration. But on this occasion, I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to Estinian. Pray, pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service, nothing more. Getting closer and closer to the Tower of Zot. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Malik is an entirely capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar. We are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the Satrap Bladus alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. I mean, I can see it. We actually found a cure for tempering. I mean, it took learning a whole new science that we had never figured out here before, but imagine, like, if you could somehow protect against the etheric emissions. Yeah, I could see it happening. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of Primus. On the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to the etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disrupted forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon, we will be ready to conduct a field test. And here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Whatever it is, leave it to me. What exactly is it you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Whatever it is, leave it to me. I'm gung-ho about it. I want to take down some towers. Thank you. Lest you wonder, we only ask that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. In that case, Riandra and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after setting some preparations. Alright. Now, the unfortunate thing is, I'm pretty sure I need to be 81 for the tower to be able to get into the tower. So, I don't think I'm quite close enough to a point where I'm going to be going into it. We're about halfway, but I mean the experience hasn't been high enough to finish that from what I've seen. See a lantern designed in the local style. I hope you don't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night. The drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern, presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. For your test, you'll be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin when you are ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow the Deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. It's just a lantern that bounces. Oh boy. Readying ether, please stand back. Ready to discharge. Warning, discharging ether. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming tests. Yeah, the contents of my stomach are firmly in place, thank goodness. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Ugh, that doesn't sound good, does it? You are struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated. Impressive. No irregularities. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. I need to get close to trigger it. Yeah, okay. It says please stand back, so I get pull back. You go struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, survive completely unscathed. Etheric exposure test concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign, but come, let me take the deeper off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort. You're feeling perfectly fine. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid at the task ahead with easy hearts. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? As you see, our talisman requires the use of a spectral ink. We have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient, spiritweed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spat of kidnappings, however, we Xodras travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles. Right. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us go to Kaj's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Hard. I may be simply imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Malik! Oh yeah. You were not imagining. I'm gonna even help this person by doing a bunch of AoE. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I had you to come with me. You're all right, I hope. Good, good. Let us continue on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise. Getting closer to this other ether right here. Uh-oh, Gojira. A Pisaka, level 80. And here we are. Kajaya's footsteps. Kajaya was a great dancer, and those who follow her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that the spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, there's probably gonna be something happen, right? Dude, look at this place. Nice. Nice and colorful. I'll gather the herb as quickly as I can. Please stand guard for me. Ooh, we're high up. Nice.
That would be Radzat Han. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of the satrap? Do you trust them? Let's see what you can tell me.
Well, he is the most important person in Radzat Han. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves.
And yep, this is a shrine to dancers. You can see they're using the dancer chakram and all that. I mean, we knew that the dancers came from Radzat Han.
It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzat Han to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets.
You little bastard, you finally decided to show up, did you?
I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
So he's just gonna let it happen. The little shite is curious if they can do it. I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Let us shall. Is that is Radzat Han, right? No, the block of stat. Alright. What do we got? Shrine to dancers. Well, I can't move forward. I thought I could, but I could fall, I guess. Wow. I think I should maybe just port back. Kind of wanted to go to this one, but again, there's just no way to do it. This... Wow. It's just a central elevated area. Alright. This is going to be a good spot where I can feed the cat like it wants. Just got to get to a merchant. I don't know. I've been at this for a good long while. Got about 14 hours in this stream clocked in. Might be a good chance. I'm actually surprised because I did not sleep last night, and I'm surprised that I've made it this far. It's at a decent hour that I could probably go ahead and cut off for a bit. Well, let's see if we can't get closer to the tower. Malik, my thanks again for your assistance, and with your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. So I'm guessing they're getting those scales from Vitra. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you're back. Both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nihana. It would seem the stories of Giant Skull are running low. What? But when I last looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't, in good conscience, send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Malik, loath though I am to press another task to you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant Skull? In case you're not familiar, Giant Skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines. Alchemy not the least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far. Shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Yeah, why not? Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenwa. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. So it happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hazma, Mistress Nidana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the Hazma to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Oh, and we've got a blue. Let me guess. Alchemist or Dancer. That is probably gonna get me an Ether Current. Yep. Do you have a moment, adventurer? One of my colleagues has gone missing. She said that she was going to Kaja's footsteps to get a bit of exercise, but she hasn't come back. I'd go search for her, but it is almost time for a shift change, and I cannot very well leave the kiln to operate itself. Could you find her and fetch her for me? You're too kind. She should be in Kaja's footsteps. Keep an eye out for a Hyur with black hair. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. She was out the last time you were by, and she was devastated she missed out on the chance to meet one of the students of Baldesion. So right back where I was is where I need to go. C'est la vie. No vendors. I wonder if I could just use the mender. I wanted to go a bit further, but I really am thinking at this point may not be bad to just call it. It was a decent sized stream. Hopefully I can get in pretty quickly next time. Oh, I'm torn because there are people obviously having the same problem that I had when I was trying to log in for the first time. It took me a couple hours to log in that first time, but yeah, I could use the rest. Alright. It's a good time for it. This has felt pretty good. I did manage to get Reaper up to 73. We're getting close to 81. Making some good progress in the story. I mean, there's been a lot happening. Not that many quests technically, for as much as been going on. So I guess that's that for now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. All right. That's it. Let's let somebody else have a login. Well, for anyone that may still be here, that was a doozy. That was indeed a doozy. And I want to thank everybody who came by. And hopefully that was fun and entertaining. Obviously, I took it a bit slow, as we saw there. You know, wanted to do a couple other things. There's a few other things I want to do. Like I want to get to. I kind of want to get to the first dungeon, but I also want to kind of start a little bit on the gathering and crafting stuff. But some of that is easier to do once you've hit a certain progression, right? If I can get flying in a zone, it's much easier to gather there or to do the fates there. So not 100% sure yet. I mean, I could probably start gathering from where I'm at. There's probably some good gathering spots. I saw some people doing it. So maybe then. But we'll see. Hey. All right, well, that's it. Thanks again, everybody. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you next time.